So Clint Bowyer in the mix, but didn't make out the best on that jam-up situation on the pit road. As we work the caution with 21 to go, DJ, he's our in-race reporter today.
Hey, Clint, Dale Jarrett, you with us?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I know you've had a good race car and it's down to time to win, but we just replayed what happened there on pit road. Cost you a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I just kind of got sandwiched there, but it ain't over. I got the leader there on 2 tires. Who knows what's going to happen there, so just keep digging here.
Hey, Clint, can you give us an idea of just how much more grip this racetrack has now than it had earlier today?
Well, it's just faster. It's kind of weird. The grip level, you know, as far as sliding around, it's kind of about the same. We're just doing it a little faster.
All right, thanks for talking. Good luck in these last laps.
Thanks.
Some wave arounds being sent past the race leader. Jeff Burton got the free pass. He's back on the lead lap in 25th position, and Brad Keselowski going to pick the inside lane for this restart after that call by Paul Wolfe. Jamie.
Well, actually, what makes these two dynamic is they go back and forth about the call themselves. Paul Wolfe said, I think 4 tires here. Brad was thinking maybe 2. They went back and forth. They took right sides only. And Paul said, we have a plan going in, but if Brad wants to do something, I trust him.
Well, they did this at Martinsville, and they fared fairly well, and they were within a whisker of faring really well.
Yeah, I was talking to Brad on Friday before practice started, and he said all I needed was 2 more cars to stay out with me last week at Martinsville, and his plan would have worked. We'll see how this one works out for him. Not afraid to make a call inside there.
So take the fuel out of the question. Now it's about speed. The leader, Brad Keselowski, from 4th to 1st with just right side tires only. All the other cars around him have 4 fresh tires. Kyle Busch to his outside, Jimmie Johnson on his bumper, Matt Kenseth also in row 2, Dale Jr. and Clint Bowyer in row 3. We go green with 19 to go.
Like Kyle Busch was going to make a move to get the lead there. Brad not letting that happen.
Kyle, though, going to try and get the run on the outside off turn 4. Keselowski clears him into the lead. Matt Kenseth racing with Jimmie Johnson for 3rd.
Well, Brad made the call. It's up to him to make it work now. I'm impressed so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Tony Stewart getting a spot from Clint Bowyer. Stewart to 6th, Bowyer to 7th.
Tony Stewart finds some speed here as the racetrack has cooled down and gotten a little bit of grip too.
And you'll see Jeff Gordon flash past there back in the pack. Remember, Gordon had to come to pit road with that right front tire going down. Had to take the wave around on a caution. He's lead lap, trying to pick his way back up from 25th. He's in 13th now. Tough break for the 24. So Brad Keselowski out in front. Jimmie Johnson running 3rd. Kyle Busch between them. 16 laps to go.
Completely jumped the start, NASCAR. Good for my man.
Yeah,
I saw 2 tires, man. No problem.
I couldn't see the line exactly from our vantage point, but it looked like Brad Keselowski caught everybody a little bit there. Probably win as soon as he possibly could. Not sure if it was too early, and I think that if it was, NASCAR would have said something by now.
Chad basically trying to say to Jimmy, it's okay, we've got better tires, we'll get him.
Well, we got 14 laps to get it done now.
Some hard racing between Biffle and Jeff Gordon back there almost created a problem off turn 4.
Everybody got away, and we stayed clean. One car up the track, turn 2, now into the wall. Kasey Kahne.
Inside on the bottom.
Left rear's down on the 5 car.
Right side somewhere inside. Quick hold down. Quick hold down. Go slow. Go slow. Keep rolling it here. Got a whole field to come by.
Caution is out. Debris from the 5 car. And all that worked. Brad Keselowski did on the restart to try and get away. He's gone.
Well, now he's going to have to make that decision. Is he going to start the inside, which I think that he probably will. He's got the guy he's racing for the championship going to be on his outside now.
Now, the right side damage came from hitting the wall. The left side damage might have come from this.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about as they were racing off there. I didn't see all of that contact, but obviously Kasey Kahne got the worst end of it.
This time it's Jimmie Johnson to Keselowski's outside. And again, remember, the 2 car changing just the right side tires on the pit stop back at lap 312. Kyle Busch now behind Keselowski. Will it be 3 wide into turn number 1? Kyle's got some awfully good restarts today. Pace car's off. Time to settle it.
Green.
Whoa, hang on.
Loose. Wow.
It is going at it for the race lead. The top 2 of the championship clanging off each other. Nobody giving ground.
Corner tight, clear. Clear 1, 2 back to the 18. 2 back 18.
Wow, I don't know how he came as hard off of turn 4 after being so loose down the middle of turn 3.
Johnson clears Kyle Busch to stay in second. Incredible racing by the top 2 in the championship. Neither one wanting to give an inch.
I think Brad's kind of running for his life right now. If that 48 gets back there, it's not going to be very pretty.
Kyle Busch inside of Jimmie for second.
Yeah, Jimmie looks like he's struggling right now. His car really loose on the exit right at this point.
Yeah, I think he buzzed that right rear, taking a little time to recover. He didn't have a lot of time. He's only got 5 to go.
Oh, trouble. Mark Martin out of control off turn 4, back into traffic. And somehow everybody gets by. Now.
Yeah, now.
The tone of how they're going to race for this has been set.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I think the gloves are off here.
Refuse to lose this damn championship.
So, caution out for a spin by Mark Martin off of turn number 4. Now,
I think everybody just ran out of room. That's a tough place on this track, too, is where that track flattens out off turn 4. It really kind of forces everybody together. And that abrupt transition into that grass, see it just destroying another front end.
green flag.
Tight 2x2, watch the bottom.
Jimmie Johnson clears around the outside. That's Carl Edwards' car that's smoking back in the pack. We stay under green. White flag. We are on the last lap. Jimmie Johnson getting away. Can Keselowski hold off Kyle Busch? for second place. Busch to the inside in the final corners.
Jimmie Johnson.
It's going to be Keselowski finishing second behind his rival for the championship. Back-to-back wins for the five-time champ. Jimmie Johnson scores at Texas.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
What a race.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think Jimmie Johnson learned something from the restart before, because you could see how hard he was able to get back in the gas and clear Brad Keselowski on that restart off of turn 2.
Yeah, I think Keselowski did all he could on the tires he had. He had those right sides. It was really kind of an unfair fight, but he did a really good job racing Jimmie Johnson there and holding off Kyle Busch.
Yeah, once again.
Blinders on. 2 more of these victories we got to get. We got a big one waiting for us.
Yeah, maximum points day. Once again, that's what this 48 is best at.
He drove it real hard. Brad, describe those final laps and finishing second tonight.
Man, I thought I had it, but we kept getting all them yellows and just kept giving them more shots. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to execute every restart. And Jimmie did a great job on the last one. And I had to choose between wrecking him and winning the race, and didn't seem right to wreck him. So ran him hard, and we're going to keep him honest. And I know if we keep running like this, that we won't be beat.
This is how NASCAR racing's supposed to be, Alan.
Just tremendous. And the final restart with Johnson and Keselowski. And it looks like the back end of this 2-car just wiggles a little bit.
Yeah, great anticipation by Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, he beats Brad to the line just barely, but you don't really, they don't call it that close. That was just a great restart for the 48.
And then when he went into turn 1 and 2, he just hung it on the outside and ran around and made it stick.
Yeah, you can see he got down there and kind of crowded Brad just a little bit more than what he had been the time before, and I think that was the real key.
And so with another maximum points day for Jimmie Johnson, Brad Keselowski, believe it or not, finds himself with his largest deficit of the chase. 7 points, 2 races to go. Eliminated from the championship, Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Anyone 97 points or more back is out of mathematical contention for the title.
Was indeed. He's had a good chase, couple of races that have not gone his way, but second last week in Martinsville, third today. Thought you had something to work with there right at the end.
Yeah, we did. We're really fast if we could get out front. You know, our Snickers peanut butter squared Camry was good, and we had a fast race car tonight. Can't say enough about all the guys. They did a great job for me. Just you know, there at the end, we wanted to get through there and get out front and be gone, but just couldn't get there. Those guys were battling hard, and you can kind of see it from my seat, anyways, what they were doing and how hard they were going at it. Of course, that's what you got to do to win a Sprint Cup championship. But good night for us. I wish we were, you know, in the deal, but you know, that's what next year's for.
Thanks, Kyle.
Round 8 of this heavyweight championship we call the chase for the Sprint Cup. And Jimmie, you guys went bare knuckles those final 2 restarts. You said you're not going to get into verbal sparring and let your driving do the talking. What kind of statement were you making with that final restart?
Well, I mean, it was an awesome race, you know, and great way to put it, and the gloves are off, and it's bare knuckle fighting. I have a lot of respect for that 2 team. Those guys are doing a great job. Today, I think our cars were pretty equal throughout the course of the race, and at the end of the race, we were on 4 and had to take advantage of it. That second to last restart was pretty sketchy a couple times, and how close we were and how hard we were racing. But luckily, we brought the cars back. Another caution came out, and got a great restart and got by him, and knew that we had the speed if I could just get by him, and got the slow Chevy to victory lane.
Brad said on the radio prior to the final restart, I'm not going to lose this championship this way. What does that mean coming up at Phoenix and Homestead?
Well, I expect you know, a lot of hard racing. I mean, that's what we've seen all year long, all chase long. You know, you can't count those guys out. There were times today late in the race where they were pretty far back and still worked their way up to the front. So they're keeping us honest, they're pressing us hard. But I'm very proud of the Slows team and everything they've done. And before we go off the air, I just want to let everybody know that the Racing for Relief Fund that that Hendrick Motorsports and myself are matching, what Lowe's is doing, thinking of everybody up in the Northeast and all the troubles they've had with Sandy, and 700 wins for Chevrolet. So big day all in all.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Jimmie Johnson in victory lane, Nicole, 2nd week in a row from the pole.